Here for a better view, feel free. Just make sure to hold on to something. Good question. Are humpbacks friendly or aggressive toward humans? So we haven't seen any instance of aggression of humpbacks toward humans. Of course, you're seeing a lot of aggression between the humpback whales here. Now, as you can imagine, we're a lot smaller than humpback whales. So if we were in the wrong place at the wrong time, we somehow found ourselves in the middle of a competition pod, they probably wouldn't notice us. So not that they would be being aggressive toward us, but they would continue with their aggressive behaviors, and that would probably end badly for you. That's one of the reasons that you're not allowed to swim with humpback whales. That 100-yard limit, that rule, not only applies to boats, it applies to kayaks, it applies to paddle boards, and it applies to swimmers. So that's for your own safety. Ooh, there that whale is at our 7 o'clock, really close. So of course, these humpback whales are considered pretty docile. But if you were to be harassing a humpback whale, which hopefully no one ever would, it is possible that they could become aggressive, they could become agitated, just like any animal in the wild. Good question. What's the gestation period? That's the length of pregnancy, right? So right now, probably these whales are hoping to get busy, hoping to mate. If this female in this vicinity gets pregnant, she's going to be pregnant for a whole year, so 11 to 12 months. So longer than a human pregnancy. Wow, look at that. Nice view of the flukes. So the female, she'll get pregnant here in the Hawaiian Islands. She'll go back to the breeding grounds, get nice and fat, put on a really thick blubber layer, and then 1 year later, right, she'll migrate back down here and give birth here in the breeding and calving grounds. So a little bit more about that song, because it is pretty cool. It is, once again, super complex. They make all these range of sounds, and some of the sounds that they make we can't even hear with the human ear. So they have really low tone frequency sounds and really high frequency sounds that are out of human earshot. They think the lowest frequency sounds can be heard over a couple of miles. So when these animals are singing, they are singing and being heard amongst themselves over a few miles. And believe it or not, if you're out here in Hawaii and you're swimming, all you have to do is dive down about 5 feet and listen in, and most likely you'll hear that whale song for yourself. It's kind of eerie, but it's definitely cool. If you get the chance to snorkel while you're out here, give that a shot. So as they do sing more frequently in the breeding grounds, they do sing a little bit in the feeding grounds, but they found that there's an increased observation of singing just before they leave the feeding grounds, and then it's increased even more while they're here in the breeding grounds. They thought originally that they were singing to attract females, because it's actually only the males that sing. Only the males are singing out here. So they tested this theory. They put a speaker in the water and they played the whale song, and more males showed up. So that didn't really support that theory. They came up with a new theory called the wingman theory.